Hi, this is Jana Davis, functional registered dietitian nutritionist. And today I am going to be talking about the importance of protein in the diet for bone health. I think many people, when we say bone health, they immediately start thinking about minerals, especially calcium. But protein is such a critical component of the diet. The reason being that protein makes up about 50% of the bone volume. It makes up that collagen matrix. And then we can fill that matrix in with minerals. If we don't have enough protein in our diet, ongoing, our bones are going to break down as far as having that strong structure. And if we are just piling up minerals upon minerals towards the bone, and we don't have that structure, our bones could also have high mineralization, but not actually be strong. We want our bones to have some pliability. That's what, when we look at the quality of the bone, that's what we care about, not just bone mineral density. We care about the quality of the bone, and the protein is an important part of that picture. I don't know enough about you personally, but an average is about 30 grams per meal. Again, if you have issues with your kidneys, or there's certain medications or various factors, make sure you always, check with your healthcare team on your individual prescription. But that tends to be an average, and we don't absorb quite as well. We've got to make sure that we have really good digestion and strong stomach acid so that we can digest our meals properly. There's a lot I'll be sharing about that, but that 30 grams, that's what's being consumed, and we hope that it can be broken down efficiently. And then when we look at the big picture of our bones, that bone health meal, we still want for it to be, think Mediterranean. It's going to be a combination of animal proteins and plant proteins so that it's more alkaline, which is definitely more supportive of the bone. And we're going to expand on that. So let's look at some of the protein sources that we could be consuming from an animal standpoint, animal protein. Always think about, these are best choices, but always think about, what did the animal eat for its diet? The higher the quality of the diet of the animal, the more nutrients that we're going to gain from it. So again, these are perfect scenario. Might not always be perfect, but if you have a choice, these would be best. Grass-fed beef, liver, aged cheeses, so like cheddar, especially Gouda, which is higher in vitamin K2, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt. Get a lot of questions about yogurt. Now, if you can consume the unsweetened version, that would be preferable. Maybe just put a little bit of honey, maple syrup, or just some fresh fruit. That's going to be ideal. The lower the sugar, added sugar content, for sure. Other ideas, wild salmon, especially versus farm raised, if you have a choice, would be preferable. And that wild salmon is going to have a lot of good omega-3s, which are anti-inflammatory in it as well. Shrimp, sardines, you can have the sardines as an omega-3 source and also get some good calcium from those little bones in the sardines. Organic fresh turkey, pasture-raised chicken, and pasture-raised eggs are all going to be ideas for animal proteins that you can include. When we look at plant-based protein sources for bone health, these are some of my top choices. Organic tofu, these top organic tofu, organic edamame, and organic soy milk. Those are all soy choices. There's a lot of confusion about soy. A lot of it has to do with we don't really want genetically modified soy. If you can buy organic water washed soy as far as tofu, that is an excellent choice. Same with edamame. And then organic soy milk is one of my favorites. I love soy milk. As far as beans and lentils, lentils come in so many different varieties. They're easy to cook, only takes about 20 minutes, and they'll be ready. Beans, also so versatile. Any type of bean, black bean, kidney beans, cannelli beans. Those are high in fiber, just like your lentils, high in fiber, nutrient dense, and an inexpensive source of protein. Quinoa, also one of my favorites. That's a complete protein that can be used in dishes. It can be used in salads. Very, very versatile. Brown rice, black rice, those are also high fiber choices. Black rice is one of my favorites, really full of nutrient dense polyphenols. That pigment in the rice is very, very good for our gut and our gut flora. Nuts, some of the best choices would be walnuts, also high in omega-3s, and great source of protein, pecans, almonds. And then seeds, some of the top choices there would be hemp seeds, ground flax seeds, chia seeds, so many things that you can do with seeds. And those are just some ideas. Now, your vegetables, all types of vegetables, whether it be your broccoli or your green beans, that's going to supply a small amount of protein. And again, these are all going to be complementary. So when we look at what should our plate look like, if you see that chicken, and we might have our grain, but it should have lots of color. Broccoli and cauliflower, sweet potatoes, mushrooms, red cabbage, all of these things, the more diversity, the better as far as our protein too, because, and that's true for the diet overall. We want the more diversity in the diet, the better. Well, I hope that that gave you an overview of some of the really key points when it comes to how important protein is in the diet. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. My website is bonehealthsolutions.com. Certainly, when I'm working with a client, I individualize this and outline it according to their needs. But I think that this should give you some actionable information to move toward having healthier bones. Thanks so much.